Hey everybody, it's December 23rd. We got the morning market rundown. Let's dive into this price action to make some sense of it. We got the daily time frame on the left, 30-minute time frame on the right. And we can see we rallied to that new all-time high on the 6th of December. Have been consolidating. And last week we had this big down day with the interest rate decision. So we'll see if the price can start to recover this week. And in order to see that recovery, we'd be looking for some type of price action to potentially play out like this. So we'll monitor this 590, 589.79 level where the 2-day and daily VWAP coincide. So it's actually going to be Thursday's VWAP here at 589.79. So we have that. And we'll be monitoring to see if this price, you could see this VWAP that we closed up to, we rallied into the week to date VWAP and we pulled back. So perhaps we could pull back into here, maybe consolidate it, reclaim that VWAP to fuel us that break into that 600, that month to date VWAP. Maybe even potentially just push right up to 605, start to get a little bit of profit taking, consolidate, and then get going. So potentially we could see a price action scenario play out like this. And what this will now do is start to give us evidence of the intermediate time frame starting to change in character. Because right now this 5-day moving average is declining and it's guilty until proven innocent. So perhaps, right, there's a dip, and it's many times these rallies are suspect to fail. So these bounces under this declining 5-day moving average are treated with caution and cannot be trusted until we get above the 600 level and that month to date VWAP, this 5-day, it cannot be trusted. So this is a potential scenario that if price does rally up, we could see here by the end of the trading day and the start of the trading day tomorrow, we'll be at 9:30. So we get rid of this data. We get rid of this data today, this day data tomorrow. So perhaps at the end of the week, all this data will be trading underneath us. So if we can get a rally, get some consolidation, it'll give that opportunity for this 5-day moving average. Drop this data, add data of a higher value, which will increase that moving average and give us evidence that the intermediate trend is changing. Perhaps then we trade it to the 600, reclaim the 600, which basically we're looking at the year-to-date volume weighted average price on the daily time frame right here, this 598. So once this 598 starts to get above, we'll still be underneath that 20-day moving average, and it will still decline. But as we trade back above to the 600, our average on that 20-day will be even, and perhaps that could fuel us back up to the 630, to this golden fib extension that we've been talking about over the past couple of weeks, since pretty much, 570. So that's the price action for the SPY. Potentially on the downside, what we'd want to see is if this 589 breaks and we start to hold underneath the daily VWAP, perhaps we're going to see some more profit taking to the downside down into this 578.15 and this 571.03, which you can see from our fib extension is a 61.8% retracement. And this VWAP from this rally off this previous low of the August 5th is that anchored VWAP. So perhaps there's a magnet bringing price down into that direction. So that would be a potential downside situation. Let's get into the Qs. Here we have the Qs, same concept, daily time frame on the left, 30-minute time frame on the right. This rally to this new all-time high, some profit taking, and the Qs look like they're a little bit stronger in this, about the same here. But they're, we got the 20-day moving average is still rising. So if we could get back above, and we will continue to rise as long as we don't break this low of the previous trading day, that 20-day moving average will continue to rise. So let's get over to this 30-minute time frame, make some sense of it. So we looked at this map. This is actually the map from Friday. So we could see here in the pre-market, we're expecting maybe a potential rally back up, some consolidation, and then if this breaks, we're looking more to the downside, or if it holds, we are looking to go to the upside. So that's how the map played out on Friday. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this and redo it. And this was the 3-day VWAP at this point. So we have a rally into the month-to-date VWAP, pulling back to the 2-day and daily VWAP, Thursday's VWAP. So we'll add this Thursday's VWAP here. So what I'm monitoring is to see if we could break it above this 520.70 area, 519.99. Break above this, push it to that month-to-date, week-to-date, maybe get into that 5-day, then get some profit taking, and then we'll be able to retest that month-to-date VWAP and last week's week-to-date VWAP from above, and the average buyer will be in control instead of testing it from below where your average buyer is losing. So perhaps maybe we get something like this. Same concept with the SPY. By the end of the trading day, we drop this data off. We're dropping this data off over the next couple trading sessions. So if we can get that rally and consolidate, we'll get this drop. The data on the 5-day moving average will be down here at 520. Price could potentially be at this 527, which will then let that 5-day moving average start to flatten out and rise. And that's where we will then see the evidence shape up that the buyers are regaining control. And perhaps this upside trend on the primary time frame can continue. So that's the situations I'm looking for. So perhaps get a rally above this VWAP and this handoff, right? Reclaim this area, see the same trade, maybe create a new high, get above last week's VWAP, trade into this declining 5-day moving average, then get some profit taking, and then we could see a shift of back of higher highs and higher lows, where we could set some risk off to get this continuation back to 537 and back up to potentially maybe that 550 for the Santa Claus rally. If this 518, 1841 level 3-day VWAP doesn't reclaim, monitor if price is holding below daily VWAP. Say if it's holding below daily VWAP after 1030, daily VWAP under 1030, price is potentially more poised to go down. See this low from the previous trading session at 510, and then potentially maybe down into this 596.41. We could see we have this handoff VWAP from the 6th of September that held some support here, and potentially it's just below that 50-day moving average. Hopefully this was helpful. If you like this kind of analysis, please like and subscribe.